shall prosper. Every tongue, before it even rise up, is already condemned because it's your season. And I declare that there will be no foreign God, there will be no spirit that will trap you into their past. But man of God, you will arise in humbleness, because you see, Jesus was a humble, and humbleness is power. The Bible talks about a proud spirit. Don't be like nobody. Anytime you see a proud spirit, it's not of the Lord. But when you see a man in humbleness, a man in spirit, is of the heart of God. So, Dr. Campbell, I said to you today, be not discouraged, but know the Lord thy God has called you into this time and into this season for his will. His will in this time, in this nation. I declare that the men in this nation, and there's a serious attack, and I don't know what it is about men and black men in this nation, that they're suddenly becoming cowards. And I speak here not based on any other thing but truth. Your purpose is not to oppress. Your purpose is not to disadvantage. Your purpose is not to understand that, oh, I find myself in a situation. And your purpose is there and to protect and to serve. Guyanese men and women and children need you. Every child that is raped needs you. Every woman that is abused needs you. Every elderly suffering out there needs you. It is not about you. I ask that you all lead us in truth. As for me, and we in the LP, we will support you with truth. We will not come to this nation in deception. Because our purpose in this nation goes beyond a seat in the National Assembly. Our purpose is to obey what God is saying. And we will obey him. We put God before any political party and any office in this nation. We put God first. That's who we are. The Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity. I bless this food. I declare none of you will leave this door how you came in, because I know that the Lord has spoken to each and every one of you individually. And as of now, there's an armor, there's a preparedness. You got to gear yourself. Put on your nice clothes, your armor of the Lord. Make sure the spiritual aspect of what is going on, that you recognize that the weapons, gentlemen, of your warfare is not carnal, but it is mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, not through yourselves, but through God. So today I celebrate you. I bless you. I wish you well. As a woman in this nation, I know all of you know, I ruffle every feathers. But I do it in truth and with the best intention of good. I support you. I celebrate you. I encourage you. It is not easy for you to lead, because some of us, if you bring Jesus self, you got a problem. You bring a thief man, it's like the Bible. Give me Barabbas and slay Jesus. And we've seen in Guyana where people want the Barabbas. So be encouraged. Do not, no matter when the boat rock, know that Jesus is in the boat. It can't sink. You gotta know. You gotta know who in the boat with you. So I want to encourage you. I will support you. I will leave my bed. I will walk the road. Whatever, but in truth. In truth. I don't want deals. I don't share cuts. Serious mission on the Lord. And there you can call my phone at any time and any hour. I invite you to eat and to feast and allow God to continue to minister to you. And feel free to say anything you want to say. Or if you want to go to food, you want something for takeaway, you take it for takeaway. Because I see Dr. Campbell like you're hungry. Let me go. Amen. You see, you're here, brother. This Bible is praying for you, know. Iman is praying for you. I saw him, I prayed there, David, and I saw your mother with her hands, and she's calling your name. She's calling your name. She's calling your name, David. And for the viewers, no, the whole, you can spin the table, you know. Hold on. He gonna eat, but Sister John will help you. Judge, how are you? So we're gonna have a good time here today. Invite Dr. Todd, to see Judge on this live, has just walked in the door. And listen, don't feel no way giving these men charge. Because we can't leave them out there alone. We just can't let them out and beat them up and this and that. David, why you didn't say this? Terrence, you didn't know for answer to this. Psycho, you ain't know for this. How about us celebrating them? Eh? Let me celebrate them, all right? We point out their strengths and so on. So we hear, who is the tester how the food is going? Who got to get takeaway? I can give you some juice, Sister John. Some coconut water too. And everything here is homemade. We don't have lunch and buy food. Right? So y'all gonna tell us about the chef. Odi, come a minute. Listen, Odi hands in there, but when the Lord, Odi just come the man. Odi, yo, use me y'all. Let me show them the chef now. Hi. Yeah, introduce yourself. Come on, Odi, come. Yes, it's Odi. Well, Dr. Todd know he come. Watch.
Apologize.
What Dr. Todd now coming in for? Come apologize to these people.
Can't say.
Come apologize. Come. Look, Dr. Todd just walked through the door. Look, out of court.
I apologize, but I'm here. I am here.
He's here. Look, Judge sending flowers for you. Look, sending flowers for y'all. So you have a seat. See, have a seat. You can take off your jacket, you know.
Yes,
David, please hang up the Honorable Dr. Todd jacket for him. And viewers, they'll speak to you in a minute. All right, Shelley. They'll speak to you. He is vegetarian. We told him not to give fish. But vegetarians eat fish. You gotta see vegan or vegetarian. You're vegan.
Lunchtime.
Yes.
But I'm trying to wash my hands.
But I know yeah, straight to this door here. Look here. Right. Right there. Is there a towel in there? Please give yes, I will get some juice. You have it there. It's not, I need to get sick. So Dr. Todd, you're going to come here and sit down. One of the viewers hearing us, I think they look like they're hearing us, yes. Come, you know, you got to come. No, two men can't. You got to be here. You got to come here. I got to be in the middle. I have to be in the middle.
Oh, yes, sir.
Dr. Todd, they say you're a vegetarian. I tell him no. You break all the rules when you come here.
No, sir. Then nobody cook up and knock me out.
That is the same, you see. They cook up and knock you out. And take a little five, and then you go again.
So, we're going to
Well, the table move, bro.
Yeah, we're moving.
But they want to move the food. They don't want to move the food.
I mean, to show him we get it back.
Chinese, that's that.
No,
Plus, you got some cucumber. There's juice here. Anybody try the juice?
Yeah, the turmeric.
Not, you see, there's the turmeric and the ginger.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right? 5 fingers.
So, Campbell, let me talk now.
Yes.
Mid-year report.
Mid-year report, I have.
I'm ready. Well, you ready? Good. Come on. Oh, mid-year report.
Then look, we did the submissions, and then last night Parliament come back and said we wanted some time changes and so on. Yeah, which I have to do. So I get a chance. I plan to read it. If I could stay away from it.
But when you guys finish, please address the public because we have a live here running, and so please address the public. and say something to them. You guys are the leaders, you know. 250.
No, so, and then of course, the Auditor General report that was laid as well. The Auditor General doesn't normally be very overly critical of the government, but his report is a launching point, right? So he would say that the critic one, you know, I mean, he never addressed the issue. I mean, if it was somebody, another contractor, you would set out, or the office advised the police that they execute to discuss with the police and so. But the launching point, because you know, I mean, because they always claim that.
I have a special pepper from the States. Can I have some of that?
What would you expect?
Man, if somebody make local pepper in the US, can I have some? Where is
Why you
it?
don't make local pepper in the US?
Oh gosh, that's local beef, man. Where's the pepper, please? Oh, it's here. Value added. It's spicy, but it's nice. Dr. Todd, try it. I put some there. And please make the announcement publicly. You want to try some, sir? No, you don't.
No, sir, you don't.
Sex, you want some? You like it? It's nice. Yeah, yes, I do.
I had already.
Yeah? You had it already?
Yeah,
David, you're making joke, you know. Yeah. David, you're making joke. Dr. Todd said he's not taking me no food today. Let me just tell y'all.
So, there's always been a claim that PP makes straight up that prove corruption.
Okay.
So that is why you could use the office report as a launching pad. But they can't say, even though he hasn't said it's corruption, you could use it as a launching pad. Yeah. So y'all have a, as you could see from the first day, y'all have interest in time until you get tired. No, seriously, the man to the deer gets you tired. That's his job. Frustrates you.
The way you know.
Where you know. Took a year to approve a question submitted.
Some ice and juice, please. Dr. Todd. Coconut water.
1 year.
Yeah.
So you love the government to correct all the mistakes and so forth. When the official
Some piping.
funds came
Dr. Todd. And some ice and piping for me.
to address their after remedial stuff and so
Thank you,
forth.
Sister John.
So the official record in Parliament reflects the adjustments and the remedial work, not the question you asked. Who shot in on the gas though? I saw y'all think.
Calm.
Yeah, I'm not into it. Now, so it's also
I think we can expect him to contact you. Expect him to contact you.
That's it.
You gotta come straight. There's no child in the room.
Part of your plan, Puerto Rico, it didn't include land reclamation. It didn't include.
No, we had relocation. Because I mean, no use. There's enough space from where there. You were moving the police station.
Okay.
Right there. You relocated the police station further back. Where they have they put a market there now. So that would the people. So all of that area would have been used. So it was unencumbered at the time the plan was. So, but that would stay though. So that's why they have to do land reclamation, those things like that,
So
because
we go plan the market there.
plan the market there and they have so many, and so it is. And that's why everything they do ends up costing 4 or 5 times more the amount of it. It's all like, you know what I mean, like stuff. It's full corruption.
If
you know,
money
like
corruption.
full corruption, you know
Corruption
what I mean?
that.
So they don't do anything unless, and that is something you have to remember, they don't do anything unless they've already secured the right. So you hear them, they're building a schooner to crane road, their people already know where the road going. Before you continue in the, you gotta continue in Diamond to CGIA. People already passed through, I mean, you know that terrain, people already allocated lands and started doing this. So before the road even finished.
Supposedly one man get 700 acres.
Yeah. So they don't do anything.
Along the stretch?
Yeah. Connected. Yeah. So before the public knows.
Like I'm the man sell the he making 350 million US profit. Yeah. 350 million US profit.
You can't remember National Highway right behind the plan?
Yeah.
There's no arrested. You can't for hook over this $75 million
No. From stop now is 130.
130. Yeah, it's gone to 130. Yeah. And guess what he paid for it? I can't remember the thing was he paid, I know he paid for $600 million or something like 40 acres. Best value for money thing. So when you
government with the businessmen doing business with the government gets value from money.
yeah, they the government people don't. So anything you see there now, Perica, so on and so forth, look to see. You can see somebody start building something up the road, and you want to know why.
Yeah.
And they probably start all interconnected. They don't do anything unless they secure their people, and that's something you have to remember. For sure.
David? 1 minute, please.
They were moving.
No, you didn't. No,
Y'all just got too much money.
I know you know, Mr. Patterson. I think I know you know the Honorable Dr. Todd. You know, met the Honorable Dr. Campbell. Have you met the Honorable Saiku?
I have not had the chance to
You've
meet
met
him.
the Saiku?
Yes.
No worries, sir.
Yes. So we have some young men in the LP. Just know their faces.
You'll see my face around.
I hear you.
This is the judge. David says my face around. Dr. Todd, how things on your end there with food? Good? Good. You no complaints. No complaints.
I'm glad I joined those matters.
You like? Dr. Campbell, how things with you? Any complaints?
Too busy task.
Too busy. I will answer something. I know you're not feeling away, but the thing is that we chicken cheers, but it doesn't pour a certain chicken place. That's all I say. Don't let me go into no details. I just said something.
But I never see certain people eating certain chicken.
Certain chicken. They don't really eat the chicken like that. You know, you see a lot of it. They promote it a lot and so on. But when they come here, always look different. The complexion, everything is different.
Gentlemen, you're all on the live.
Yeah?
We're on the live. A lady.
Yeah, y'all on the line.
We're on live. So you obviously the one thing I learned. I came into politics just like wasn't into politics. But one thing I learned for sure is you never ever look a gift horse in the mouth.
You never?
Yeah? Never look a gift horse in the mouth in the sense that you mean you're on the live. It's been an opportunity to send a message.
To send a message up. I can bring the phone there. Hold on, wait. I like you. I like David Patterson. David Patterson said, once it on a live is to send a message.
Yeah.
Send your message, Honorable Patterson. Send your message.
No, well, now to send a message, so we discussed a couple of issues. I mean, I've just watched the U.S. Elections, media elections, and what struck me with the team the Democrats use, it's something we have to think about: cost of living, rule of law, you know what I mean, improvement, guarantees on certain basics for the persons and for the citizens. You know, Mandami made a point which I think is free buses, something that all of us been free child care, right? No, you got free buses, free child care, freeze on rent, which is all cost of living issues, and I do think that is something that we have to push on, because I don't, Terence, you're the economic czar here, so no, but I don't believe our reported inflation, including its reality. You know what I mean? I can't remember I think it's 2 point something or 1 point something % in a half-year report, but everybody knows, any housewife also knows that the cost of living in Ghana is in double digits percentage. So those are the things that resonated in the states, the bread and butter issues, and they didn't deviate. I mean, we sometimes get very intellectual. We start to talk about things that really and truly the ordinary person. It's important. But on the scale of things, I mean, it's probably number 5. You know, so just want to say that and let you, so we can recalibrate.
But you know, David, on that note, I would want to suggest with yourself and Dr. Campbell and all of you here that we can also have a session.
You got to move it there, girl.
No, I'll move it, but I just want to address you. Why you chewing? So
it's all right.
Move it to somebody who ain't chewing.
I move it to somebody who ain't chewing.
Move it to
because, ladies and gentlemen, I chew my chicken bones.
Actually, let me move it to Psycho, right? But the point I was going to make is that Psycho, you can see yourself. Psycho, you fix the light. You know what's light. You can fix it good. Make sure you in this light here. I don't want to be. Is that, Dr. Campbell, we have a session whereas we present, do some PowerPoint presentation on our blueprint, because we speak to these things, the APNU and yourself, and the AFC and so on. And then we could prioritize maybe 1, 2, or 3 things out of that, you know, is something that
All right, sorry about that, guys. I just stepped on here for a quick minute. And as you know, I'm not talking to you guys on cameras, right? Because I'm trembling, so I got to hide and talk. Good afternoon to all of you. And so this particular luncheon, as I was told that it is, and a request was made for us to carry it live on Bench Up Radio, I've decided to do it. You know, the food looks good. But what they're doing, I'm told, is just a gaff, a lunch session. And some of you might ask, why? If they're eating, they're eating. But I think this is a good idea, though, the gaff, and that members of wider society, especially those in the opposition, APNU, PNC, WPA, and so forth, opposition, could see that there is this togetherness, and that they could still sit and eat. Some of you, I looked at one of the comments and they say, hey, wait a minute. Why didn't this unity happen before? Well, I'm not going to get involved with that, but some of you might be onto something that you wanted to see this sort of unity before. But it's never too late, though, right? Anyways, you guys enjoy, because I'm here hiding and peeping, right? And I'm hungry. Joylyn, go and get something to eat, right? Lerna Melville and all of you, Desiree and the whole bunch. Everybody's looking for food, right? So that is what this is all about. And they're just gaffing. Which is okay. You know, it's better than the cussing out, right? Every minute, cuss, cuss. This body is this, that body. And now, wow, yeah, I see a little nice refreshing. A nice refreshing somewhat kind of thing, right? Keith Beresford, nice refreshing, away from the cussing out, away from who this, away from who that, all right? Oh man, gynopolitics, and I tell you, we have a lot more to talk about that, mind you. We in back, no, no, right? Anyways, let's get back to hear what they're saying, and hope you guys enjoy and um, you walk away with something. Not the food, though, right?
Help right
No,
now.
those guys are very busy guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
Very
busy.
busy, very busy.
And they're doing some very, very, very important.
Well, once they're busy, I would agree that we don't disturb
Yeah,
them.
no. Don't
Okay,
disturb
okay.
them.
I'm guided. Dr. Tan, if there's a legal word, I'm guided.
Guided, you're
by
guided,
counsel,
you're guided.
right? I'm guided by counsel. Yes, so I'm covered here. Somebody who got best, I want the best. Look, best come up on the live. Look, best say he on the way. Mr. Best, he say you lie. He's commenting. Campbell, he say you lie.
Listen, boy, we all the way up back to Mary. We in Timeri.
Tell your location.
At the back,
Send your location.
We are the back of Timeri.
back to Mary.
And tell you the traffic tight.
You don't want to be wasting his time.
So, well, listen, I'm glad Best them on the live because Best, your friend Dr. Campbell said that Tamari is the address. All right, yeah, I'll find me my location by Tamari. Yeah, let me see what's going to happen. But viewers, hold on, don't worry. All these men, they're going to speak to you one by one. I want them to be able to say something to you and to give you a message. Listen, let me see. I want to read some of the comments a little bit here. So what about somebody? It's about Dr. Tab. Dr. Tab don't like sheer. Darren Best says so. Tab don't like sheer food. How he coming and he texted away upon this live. I know Rita cracking up with laugh. Listen. Dr. Tad like he's attacking you though. Listen, Dr. Tad ain't saying nothing but Darwin fighting you up here. He's saying nothing but Campbell, you know. Dr. Campbell, who said it, he's fasting. He's shifting his attention to you. So we have to marry. We have to marry. But Best is the right one. Best should see this live and just show up indeed, eh? You see that? I like that. I like that. It's just good for your Best. Over the river, then by there. Somebody telling Darwin we over the river. Then by the over the river. Thanks. Look, man, let me show y'all the men. They want y'all see when the chewing. This is Dr. Campbell chewing. David didn't want nobody see when he chewing. David, what's your problem?
It's not sure, it's the chicken bones, man.
It's a chicken bones.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to bite them up fine? Listen, I don't care what y'all say. While y'all talking, all I see Dr. Tad just running around me, run back. So he ain't looking for nobody for Sorvia. Hey, I love Dr. Tad. Please some cooking and part of them, man. Dr. Tad, you just running all over the place. If we got more turmeric, Sister John, more ice and the turmeric. Look after the guest first and then give me coconut water. More ice and the turmeric king.
Turmeric and ginger.
Turmeric, ginger, 5 finger. And you might have a little splish of carrots. Very healthy stuff. It's all right.
Yeah, so Andrew, let me hear you.
Come back to you, and the American election. I think it's got important lessons for us in Guyana. I think previous governments have been too shy about really addressing the social and safety needs of the people. And the election of Mamdani, pour them off.
I like that. He's talking what you watch. No fighting, Sister John.
I gotta keep my eye on my back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you only need too strong. I hope you only need too hot.
It is
Oh, that's fine.
It is fine.
Give me this.
The election of Mamdani is the election of a politician
I'm very hot.
who is not
Give me
afraid.
my coffee.
That's
How
right.
is it? Good?
Who is not afraid to address those needs of the
Yes, ma'am,
people.
Sister John. I'm going to get a fresh glass.
And even over the fears of some economists. You understand?
Different through this?
As
But is he communist or has he been labeled communist?
no, economists.
Economist, oh.
As As the Honorable Simona Broomes like to say, poverty has a smell. It's
A smell.
Poverty
And a
has a smell and a look. And I think it's important.
How are you?
How you doing? Good to see you.
What's going on?
What's up? How you doing?
You ever met?
I don't
Mr.
think so.
Andrew, Saiku, that's my son. Yeah, that's my son.
How y'all doing? Everything's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important for us as people in the political domain. I still can't call myself a politician. But as people in the political domain, not to be shy about addressing the needs of the underprivileged, addressing the needs of youth. Remember even, what was his name? Bernie Sanders. Bernie was a big old man, but he had a massive youth following because he wasn't shy about identifying those youths and promising to deliver for them. And that's what carried Mandela to victory. And in Guyana, as we approach local government and the next general election, we can't be shy. There's a lot of suffering. We've been out to the road, Psycho and I. We're two broke businessmen, right? We've been out in a long,
I rebuke those words in the name of Jesus. You are not broke. Don't take these confessions lightly. These are traps.
I know.
But you will live and never want, but die and have to leave. That is a confession.
Amen.
I have plenty to leave
Hey,
to generations.
As we have been out
Yeah.
in the field, and just between Region 4 and 3 so far, we're going to do Region 2.
Can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%. Get your give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base. Then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up. You done fed up. He done fed up. She done fed up. We done fed up. The people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up.
you have not seen anything that you believe that you look on. You have seen nothing as it relates to poverty. The thing that drives me and have me out there is poverty is one of the bigger. Listen, I hate that thing. When you show people live, when you see how young people live, that's when you understand the crime, you understand the culture, you understand the thinking. That's when you understand all of that. We got some big footballers, athletes. You want to go and live. You don't want to see how some teachers live. You don't want to see how some police lives too. If you're there and catching the money for the run-ins. You don't want to see how soldiers live. So the point I'm making, how does poverty cut? And it cuts so deep. Don't just believe it's somebody who is looking for a job and they don't want to do nothing with itself and all of that. People can't pay rent and still live in. You know, so I'm really happy that it is being exposed. And this is what got to drive you every day. This must drive you in the parliament, young people.
And that's the thing. You think about politicians, you think about the
It's
government
sweet,
at hand, right? About all this time, coming to all of this money. And you would think that they would know the condition of the people, you know, so that they would implement the program. But okay, just lift people up.
So that was the question I was going to ask Terence. And both of you here, so, because my opinion is that I know Simona's life, so they could their personal opinion, is that the level of policy poverty that you have is not, it's a policy decision, because they, I mean, I don't want to single out any group, but they have recognized long now since they started with the sugar workers and those things because they're dependent. They've recognized the best way to keep people dependent on the state is to starve them of the basics. So therefore when the state, you know, like if a man is starving, the first biscuit you give him, the best biscuit he ever had in his life. They have done that most deliberately and they continue to do that. So my question was to you or to everyone. How do you get the message over so that people could understand that they deserve more? Because all of people know that they deserve more, but they don't believe they deserve more because they haven't grasped the concept that the money that the PPP is spending is not the PPP money. You understand? It's taxpayers' money. We earn this money and those things like that. So they haven't grasped the concept. So when they set out that Barrett give me or Ali give me money, they mean. So how do we get across to them?
So before we answer, I want to thank David, a young person. Tell you could only come when we catch David. Troy Young was here for you. Let us hear from you, David, as a young person.
How could we get this message?
How could we get this message and the empowerment? We talk about empowerment, and it's that same now. So I hear from you. What do you think?
Well, honorables here. Good afternoon. To all the viewers online. My name is Oscar, commonly known by my family as David, of course.
David and David.
Yeah, David too. The Honorable Dr. said that people don't believe they deserve more. However, it's not that they don't believe that they deserve more. I think that they don't. There's a stigma, it's a culture that it has created. Now we live in a poverty culture here again that for years the governments have created. So I think we need to get that from the bottom, come up. You know, I was in Saudi the other day and I had the misfortune to hear about how an 8-year-old was speaking, and I know it was a product of his environment. And then I had to experience how his parents was speaking very rowdy and cursing, you know, and he had the same exact behavior. So to curb the behaviors from small, I think is a more positive way to go. You know, I believe that the generations before us could have done better, but I believe the generations now, we have to do better for our future generations. If we keep going down that path, I think it lies with people around my age, between 18, 20, 25, and around this age 30, that have seen, the decline of Guyana over the years, and to get a positive mindset, to change really the psychology within young people, because we live in a culture where every party, every weekend, every show, it's a hype, and I believe that's it. And you see people turn out in numbers of parties, and then we still complain, we don't have money for this and that, and it's outrageous. So I think it's the psychology first, in schools and in the mannerisms. Aside from the government, I feel that as a society, as people, we need to do better. We can't blame the officials and the politicians for everything. We need to have, in retrospect, in introspect, listen, am I doing well? Am I a good individual? Am I teaching my children well? Am I preparing my children to be the leaders of the next generation? And I think from that level, engaging the young people in their space, because I've said it before, to use the very much conventional methods for the older folks and young people. We've seen it proven during these elections and the one before. It was not very effective, so we need to meet the young people where they are and to take them and elevate them so our next generation becomes better.
We got a generation. It's like, let me tell you something. That's why I hate what I see some leaders are doing. Carrying this kind of high culture to people, to rile them up about things that would harm them and not even better them, and bringing that also into leadership while we're already in a state, in a disaster. We talking about generational. When I go to school and start to know about gangs and what is happening and all of that, start all the little primary schools, nursery schools, we gotta do a really good census. And these are things that, we can do outside of government. We can do some census in some communities. focusing on the children and still having these family discussions and and different things like that, because it will build up. You have to make it and have it replicated over and over, because like you have pointed out, the government not going to do it because governments benefit when people are impoverished.
And then you come, you give them a handout.
And so when you come and you shop, what? This me boss boy. You make you joke, he's a bad man. The man went through him, give me a house, but you have to pay. Did you pay for it? Yes. How did he give you? But and then they're gonna think, but it's truth. Me even don't pay for it, boy.
But Simona, that you talking about that. Here's one of the certain things that I don't know if it annoys people. I see they post pictures of them giving communities black thanks.
Giving communities
black thanks.
And you mean they're smiling, not water. And they're fixing to yes, and people are there, kudos. You can't give. I mean, if people don't have water, your idea you're supposed to be piping water, drilling a well and those things, and they get kudos for giving people. Those are the things that's really wrong.
Because it worsening the situation. They give you a tank and you don't have water to fill it.
Correct. I want to answer your question. I'll tell you two things. In the last election, we in the APN, we promised every young person above 18. You're above 18, David?
Yes, sir.
And you're making less than $400,000 a month.
That's right.
We promised every young person who is above 18 and making less than $400,000 a month a free house slot. And we have gone out and spoken to many young people across, and nobody knew this.
Yes.
And some of them stayed home. And I said, if you had known that by going out to vote, you could get a free house, I could have taken 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I said, yeah, I would have did it. But we didn't get the message across. On the other hand, we promised the senior citizens $100,000 a month. Minimum. And I remember Psycho and I were in Bartico, and we met two women on the riverside. And they looked at us and they said, all y'all politicians just make promises, In other words, they would have been happy to have the $100,000 a month, but they weren't believing that we would actually deliver the $100,000 a month. So your question remains, and it's two different audiences here. This is two older retired women, and these are the young people that even as we try to put together, craft the best policies for them, we still have to find more effective.
Yeah, so for those of you who are now joining and you're wondering what's happening here, it's a luncheon, it's a lunch date with some of the male MPs of APNU. They were invited to have lunch and a discussion just about issues affecting people on the ground. We heard from one young man talking about experiences that he has had with young people on the ground. And this is what the luncheon/discussion is all about. This is a breath of fresh air. We love to see these things, and it's better than the silliness that we see or we have become accustomed to on social media. And so I'm underneath a cardboard box here, hiding and trembling. Right. And so that is what's happening. So for those of you who have just joined, I just wanted to put this into a quick explanation what's happening here. At this table, you have former MP David Patterson, former Minister of Infrastructure as well. And then we have the new MP, businessman Saiku Andrews. He's also there along with Dr. Terence Campbell, another businessman. And those two businessmen, Saiku and Terence Campbell, businessmen. We've got to salute and appreciate those businessmen. And then attorney at law, Dr. Dexter Todd, is also there. And so this is a good thing. And this is what our young people need to be seeing. I think they're tired of the stupidity, the silliness that we have never seen before. The silliness and look and when you look at the bickering and the back and forth and the insults, it's one set of people throwing guavas, throwing mangoes and so forth at each other, while the other set of people enjoying it and say, look at them, look at them, look at them at each other. Right? Look at them. It's gotten to a point that people are just fed up. They're fed up of the bickering, and they've never seen that level of quote unquote so-called politics. But it's social media, right? It's social media platform, and I guess even our leaders on the ground, the elected, selected officials, people are just tired of it. So let's get back in here. Psycho Andrews, businessman Psycho Andrews, whatever little money he has, whatever little enough money he has, it's good money. Oops, sorry about that. Let's get back to these guys here.
Poverty is a mindset.
Yeah.
And I reflect growing up in West Rangoon on the difficult circumstances my parents didn't have, my grandmother didn't have. These here got nothing. But there's something that was instilled in us. If you're Jersey, if you're short, old, you press, you come. If somebody invites you someplace, she gives you, if it's rice and a little bit of stew, she said, eat, go out. So that by the time you get there, even when they're sharing food and you're in a
Curry
state
fish,
where
baked
you
fish.
don't have, you understand, you don't leave, as what we call licorice, so that people could look at you and talk. No. Those are some of the things that was embedded in us. So I always walked around, even in a state of lack, with one pants, a broken, messed up shoe. I always walked around believing that I was more than my present situation. Right? And I think that we might put this on the family, yes. But I think if a government truly wants its people to move from the bottom to the top, then we have to do away with this whole notion of putting plaster on sores for votes. We have to be able to attack it. You have to go back at primary school and teach the young people how to have the pride about themselves. You have to cause them to start believing that they are more than West Belt and the Sideline Dam and these things. And when you start, and one of the things, we walk around, we go around. So the government has a role to play. So we're worried now about people littering in the streets. People littering in the streets. Many people don't get big and litter in the streets. Right? So people don't get big and throw garbage out the car. This is a practice since you saw it. You grew up and you see it in your communities. Because then, you know, what is torn apart is that you don't even have the garbage trucks coming on time. There's no system basically in place. There's no rule that is enforced that keeps people in line and keeps your mindset in that kind of space, right? And so, to me, you gotta be able to go back to the younger folks. I think a good start is at primary school. You could even go back further.
But right.
And start pushing this so you change the whole mindset.
But you see though, sorry, I didn't cut you. What you're saying there is a government job because you and me,
that's what I'm saying.
none of us around this table could go into primary school.
I'd say anything.
So what we can do?
No, so but that is you were speaking when you released the mountain top. Right?
No, I'm speaking to those on this live.
Yes,
that might be government.
Yeah.
But let me ask
you, or with influence,
let them tell us about their views too.
But go ahead. Let me hear
no, but meaning you were speaking to them, but I'm telling you, one of the issues is that we have to find innovative ways of communicating. You know what I mean? I'm still to get attuned with Simona and live and those things I created. But back to Mandami, how was he able to get his message after even Bernie Sanders, who you use as a reference. Because I don't show Bernie Sanders even as something. How is it was he able to get out his message
It's like what
to the youth?
It's like what Terence is saying. The
To the youth.
issues that affect the youth, he tackled them front up. He addressed them.
So you gotta. So
He addressed them and used
On
the
the
social.
social, now that he had a lot of volunteers. I'm a father of the campaign. There's something to this. Though what succeeds in New York, not necessarily succeeds.
No, we're talking getting the message out. But the demographics are the same. People rarely go out to public meetings. I mean, it is unless you bus them in, you truck them in, and those things like that. People rarely go to public meetings. And if you to walk about to go to that, if you go to a public meeting, you really preaching to converted people who are.
Now you can do walkabouts are much better than the public meeting. Not necessarily rally, but
It takes more time.
Take more time.
It's more personal.
Yeah, it's more impactful.
Right? You know what I mean?
And the thing about it, when you got a public meeting, you tend to attract your base.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
That's the kind of thing.
When you go on a walkabout,
You meet people who want to hear you.
like, even if you go, when you go into your base, you meet a lot of people who are disaffected and, you know,
And the feedback, right.
you're able to
So,
re-energize them.
so that is it. But the limitations with the walkabouts and the thing, size, scale. We have to find ways to scale up, to deliver the message, so that it is
Over the young people's social media, and the TikTok and so on.
right. But
Which we still to get right.
still again.
Dr. Todd, your views?
I think the election campaign, and I'm giving an observation from all the political parties. I took the time to listen to maybe all of them, their messages, those that you could have been able to get from the social media. And I can tell you, interacting with a lot of the young people on the phone, it is evidence that young people, Guyanese young people, because I have the evidence that this is not the mindset of the young people in other places. They were more interested in who face is better than real policies. So
The
I cannot
deliverer
say,
of the message.
yes, I cannot say that we or society has matured to the place where we vote on issues and policies. I think it is for years we have been a cycle has been going on where whoever is presented as the candidate has to be the person that is a liked person.
Yeah, like the
They look nice, they know they like how they dress, they like how they move. And when you compare that to a lot of other people, in relation to how they select a leader, we have a far way to go. Some of the things I think has damaged our society is one, we pay from the school level, we pay very little interest in history. And if you have a chat with the average Guyanese youth out there to talk about the history of Guyana, to talk about how we got here, to talk about struggles, to talk about some of the victories, they cannot tell you. They cannot tell you. And that is an indication that we're in a dangerous place. Because that really undermines our identity and who we are. So I am thinking that young people, which I know carries a very large size of the voting population, they're tired of political parties. I think they want, it is time for a movement to go beyond political parties. And that movement must be carried by thousands of people who share one mind, who say to themselves, listen, we're going to take back Guyana. But taking back Guyana in a practical sense means that we have to have a mind shift. And we have to, you see, the things that people look at, sometimes when you hear them magnifying, you're saying, boy, why did you pay interest in that? It is of no significance to your lives. Dr. Campbell is correct. Some of the people we spoke with didn't come out and vote. But when you ask why you didn't come out and vote,
Ain't gonna make a difference.
and I'm
All
saying,
the politicians in the same.
"Ooh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me." I usually tell people, and I usually use Guyana as an example of a company. And I usually tell citizens, you are a shareholder of this country. It means that there is one day that the law has set that we call on all shareholders to elect who will be the directors of this company called Guyana. And you stay away. You stay away. I say you never hear about minority shareholders, power in minority shareholders. I said everybody got value. You are valuable. But I think it will take a lot of work to go out and to really engage our young people, really engage communities. Let me tell you something. If we were voting on policies and issues, some of the political parties that exist would not even have existed. They would have been shut down. You understand me? And I was looking at it, engaging at it, that people were actually gravitating to vibes. Young people gravitating to this big music, and I said, boy, I was watching it and I said, boy, we're in a terrible place, you know. We're in a terrible place. And we're not recognizing that what we're doing is hurting not only this present generation, but we're damning the generations to come.
Yeah.
And that is the message I think that we have to get across. That you cannot be selfish. You cannot only think about yourself, but you have to think about the future generations. And you have to think about what is it that I'm passing on. You're passing on a country where more than 50% of them have nothing. That is what you're passing on. Yeah? People feel comfortable being in a country where you don't own anything, where you see the system is created, where only a portion of the people are able to thrive, and you still are not able to call out when you hear lies, like people say that, oh God, this is equality in society. The evidence is so glaring in your face that you can recognize there's no equality of thing. Look at, for example, in 2020. You just do the maths and the assignment to see how many security companies existed before 2020.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, companies which took care of over 700-800 people went downhill
In a day.
in a day,
In a day.
took back all their contracts, took back and give all these young emerging security companies all the work. Every one of them are connected to somebody, friends and family of the PPP. Every one of them. And those are things that you have to see. You push back people, a section of the population, back in poverty, while you elevate a few. And so you can't just look at this thing as, all right, I am able. And that is why you see when I engage people who are very accommodating to the PPP, I don't bash them. But when you listen to their reasoning, I simply say to them with the greatest of respect, you don't convince me. Because when you look at it, it's only a few are able to enjoy. Dr. Campbell, we went to people, even in that area, the last area, which is saying, listen, they only got land, they don't have a cent to build. And they don't not only have a cent to build, they don't have any assets at all to see people go to take.
Collateralize,
We spoke with so many people who were saying, I'm so glad to move out of the area. But they don't have the resources. These are things that we were offering. We were offering not land, we were offering house, build house. We say you design the house you want. If you want a dream home, you design your dream home. All right? And we were going down the line of rent to own. We're saying, all right, good, the government is going to help you build it. And then when you go in, instead of paying a rent to something that you don't own, you're paying a rent for something you own. And that is how we were going to be able to encourage persons to begin to own your own. And I can't believe people allow that to miss them. Miss them. In a big sense. You understand me? So I think the discussion is very, very in how do we get the message out. But I would say the message going out there has to be one in which we firstly look at changing the mindset of people so that they can better receive these things. Okay. Because some of them are receiving the message because of the fact that all they've seen that it's out there.
But Tony, everything about all of us know the problem.
But it's just social.
It's hard for you. Look, right? A child that is hungry is proven scientifically that if a child is hungry, cannot learn. A population that is starving, that is beaten down in poverty, that is living paycheck to paycheck under a government that is victimize you, wants to see you associating those things like that. We have to find a way of communicating with them in the safety of their environment and those things. So you know what I mean? One of the first things that we have to do as a opposition, and I'm saying this here to all of us.
Don't give us all these strategies.
No. This is facts.
This is facts. He's right. He's facts.
Don't let our people go.
Yeah.
In the sense that
Yeah.
the PDP have been picking off.
Yes.
Individually in those things like
Yes.
that. And rarely do you see us getting up to defend them, because our natural inclination in the PQ study of thief in a bicycle. Our natural inclination is to think, boy, did study thief in a bicycle.
He's a thief. No, you don't even think he's a thief.
He's a thief.
The only body is not a thief. It's
The first thing,
Win.
if anybody accused stuff, they defend him till then they can figure out
Yeah.
if he thief or not. So when we start to show people that we got to back and represent them because they'll be victimized, so now they know that we got it back. More than
Hold for me. And this is powerful. I can take you, Dr. Campbell, but I want you guys to know that the viewers on the live, they are in tune with the conversation, loving the conversation, and want more of this. But I want to say to all of you today that this is what is needed and what is a part of the solution that we're talking about.
You gotta let them see who best is, man.
No, Best finished eating. He said, thank you, you're welcome. I did. You're welcome, Mr. Best. You're late. Let me get Dr. Todd before Dr. Campbell before. Yes, Dr. Campbell.
So I want to say to the viewers, I don't know when the rest of you were invited, but I was only invited this morning.
Because only this morning I get you.
Good. And the impromptu lunch and discussion has far exceeded expectations. We've
Wonderful.
been blessed
Thank you.
with the presence of
Best got to come in, boy. It's your fault. No, yeah, it's a good point. Good point. Let me hear you. Yeah.
The food and the drink have surpassed expectations. But the conversation has been even better. And so I want to exhort you to have this more regular.
Okay, so the viewers wanted.
I want to touch on what Dr. Todd said in relation to the face that delivers the message. And somewhere along the line, and I will cautiously say this, I think our youths need, we need to work with the youths, because we referenced Bernie Sanders a little earlier, and Bernie didn't have the best face. And he was an old man. I doubt a 70-year-old man like Bernie Sanders.
But what they did well, sorry, not cutting. What they
Best
did
friend
well-
for Bork, want to know what you're doing here.
What they did well with Bernie Sanders,
Yeah.
they made him a mean.
No, let me hear. When you finish, we take him best.
He would be falling asleep.
All right, let's hear Dr. Campbell.
So Bernie was able to get his
We don't have that problem anymore.
But now coming back to
There's this good side. He's
going
good.
back to
Yeah.
your point
Good side.
about the youths not paying keen attention to
Because the
politics.
face is the message.
We were in Caneville, and I'm wrestling with the youth, you know, about voting. We hadn't voted. There was a youth here and a drunk man about 5 feet away, and I'm wrestling with the youth. And I'm not making progress.
Wow.
Argument after argument. Like you some days before the judge, I guess. And the drunk man said, you know, people came from X country and Y country and voted in our election. And it was spark. And I turned to the youth. I said, in Pleasance industry, there are 150 Bangladeshis
Yes, and voted.
who live in a compound constructing something.
I shook on the road.
Right. And I asked him, I said, how many you think voted? He said 5. And he said, no. Of those Bangladeshis who were here in Guyana, just temporarily, every single one of the 150 went out to vote. I said, you are sitting here in this country that is yours, right? And you're not going out to vote.
Wow.
You're not having a say in how Guyana is going to develop. But the 150 Bangladeshis come in and having their say.
Wow. Perfect.
And with that, he said, I'm going to vote the next election. So I think we really got to study the message. And I have used that same line with other youths, and it is very effective when they understand that once they're sitting at home and say they're interested in politics.
Somebody carry your country away.
And they're not coming to, they're not going to come into, they're not interested in politics, they're not voting the election. When you tell them that these foreigners, thousands now, are actually coming to Guyana and voting about how this country should go, it starts to move.
Yeah.
On that note, I am more than an hour late for my next meeting.
Okay, sir.
So I must seek your permission
Yes.
to leave in the presence of these wonderful gentlemen.
Yes. Yes. Permission. Permission. Mr. Best, you just arrived.
I am sharing Chinese words with them. And this is not Nyamgoe. Nyamgoe is if as soon as you finish eating, you leave. I did
Then he gaff. You see, Darwin was away a little long. So, you gotta bring him up there. So, yes, Mr. Best,
Well, first off, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
to be invited.
yes.
Last minute,
The bear food is good.
Secondly, Dr. Campbell, Dr. Todd, I believe you should have entered into politics sooner after listening to you.
Barry talked to you already. Shut up.
And
For
listening to what
BJ.
you said a few minutes ago. And this is not because you've been my attorney and you've kept me out of trouble with all those fake charges.
But that helps. That helps.
But
That helps, yeah.
adding to what was said, messaging is important. A lot of times we talk over the heads of guys. You have to adjust the message to the demographic. You're an attorney. You're very intelligent, sir. You see words in your vocab that the small man might not get. So it might make sense to you unless it's stable, or you're going to supplier. The small man might not get it. Secondly, you like to flip the newspaper over. The small man don't even care about it. So, why I said, on election day, I was driving through, and it was 5 degrees and you guys vote? No. Why? What are you voting for? That's exactly what he said. So I started telling them about some of the policies. Before I ended that conversation, they said they're going to get any kind of a vote. So what do you think happened here? I'm not disconnecting whose policy it was. I'm just saying policy. The point is, none of what was being said
Was being heard.
was being heard.
Yeah, no, I think we all agree with that.
That's me. Mhm.
Now, we have to blame ourselves for that. You see, the problem today is we find too much time fighting amongst each other. Instead of saying, you know what, we agree on top, and top it is. We find ourselves in the same room saying, well, that is a no-go.
Deception is a problem, sorry. Go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying? This is
Deception,
real
Timothy,
trust.
fight, trust.
That is why when I entered politics, I said, I don't want to be a politician. I want to be a person in politics. Because, no disrespect, people view politicians as people that tell you stories.
But they can't
I always have a problem with that.
With what?
look, politicians
No, you know what I'm saying.
I know
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the typical one.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree.
Man,
Come to defend me, man.
No. Don't call it counsel. You want counsel? Back up yourself. Counsel Telly. Back up yourself. Back up yourself. Back up yourself. I like come lay defend. Lash good. Good.
You're a politician. Good. No. The problem is
Good.
the problem we have is when we sit in a room and we agree, we don't stick to what we agreed to. And this is not no no shades anywhere. So I don't
What
speak truth.
Being honest, speak truth there at the table.
Stick to what
At this table is only truth.
I'm Viva. I'm always going to be Viva. But I sat with Norton and I told him this to his face. I said, one of your problems, and I can say this publicly, is whether you were the face or you weren't the face within your own circle. The people trust you. So if you're in this table, people talking about, we expect the people else.
No, but don't let me go there. We honor. We.
I'm trying to get to the point.
Yeah, but get to the point.
The problem is, we as a people must speak.
Yes, I agree.
yes.
Yes.
So,
And so-
Because when you show dividedness, you leave the man out. They say, me and man go.
But unity only comes with truth. And I want to say something before you thing. You know, I am just happy that I've obeyed. Right? Honorable Saiku, what God is saying. Because the mere fact that you're here, nobody knew, it's not planned. Let me say it for the live. This was not planned. Nobody had a long notice. As it ministered to me, David, all right, I'm ready. Yesterday. Psycho, all right, good. Dr. Todd, XYZ said, like Dr. Campbell said. And Beth saw the life and he came over. It is that approach. This is a good sign of something bigger. That, why I got come, who gonna be there, and whatever. So we start here. Because if you can't talk and you can't mellow as leaders and you can't listen to each other, because why you want fool the public and talk about unity, you don't even listen to each other.
Right.
Ask you what my blueprint say, you don't know. Ask me what AFC and say, I don't know by talking unity. But when we engage, and like I was proposing, we now must meet, sit down, present our blueprint and whatever document to each other. And so you're building relationship as leaders, and the viewers and the nation needs that. So when you build a relationship, you know each other, so you make decisions, you honor them, we'll have rules, you got things that is written down, because it's not a mad club that you're running around. And so I want to say to us, it's a time to celebrate a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And I thank you all for coming. It's a big thing.
We have to appreciate and have a sense that this is bigger than others.
Yes.
Diana is bigger than others. And until leaders come to a place where it is not about owning 100% of it, because you can own 100% of nothing. It is better to own 1% of something of value than to own 100% of nothing. And I think once your mind goes to that place, then yes, you'll have disagreements.
It's okay. We just disagree just now.
It out of the table. I tell people
Yeah.
when I go to studio, myself, producer, and my brethren, we argue. We argue, we go, we eat lunch, we come back, we have this sticking point, but we do not leave until there is consensus on the And the people of this country needs that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the onus is on us, you know, to give it to them. It shows that we're more interested in
the people.
Them,
Yeah.
their need than us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So with that, you know, that kind of mindset, you might come across some politicians
Yeah.
who say, you know, you don't understand politics.
What about identifying service of the people? And later down, you think about in what? No, you think
How
about
does it
in what capacity you will serve. Because to me, when we talk about this unity, a lot of the conversation quickly goes to capacity. In what capacity you will serve. And so, I mean, put that aside. Why don't we all think of service to the people? Even if service requires me sweeping the floor, well, so let it be. I don't come in with a mindset that, here, listen to me, I'm joining a party and I must be the leader. Then you come with an agenda. And
Yes.
when you come with an agenda,
Problem.
And it don't,
Problem.
and it don't go your way, we broke up.
Problem.
Because
Problem.
that is one of the things that caused me to say,
Problem.
why
No comment.
this thing here from the
Do you have anything to say? No comment. He said no comment. He said no comment. No comment. No comment.
I could share this. This is one of the
No comment.
No
I think
comment.
It was the same for you, Dr. Pat. That when we got the opportunity to be a part of what we know about, there was no negotiation. There's no question. I want to serve. I thank you for an opportunity to be a part of this because I want to serve. There's no promise. There's no negotiation. And we've never had that discussion.
Why is that?
Coming out of it. Huh?
Why is that?
All right.
Because what was more important to me was having people who I believe had the best interests of people at heart be in charge. And so if it would have taken my time and energy to make that happen, I was willing to participate in that. That's it. You know?
Well, you know, like I said, and Dr. Campbell before he left, David, said that you guys are looking forward more. I am going to open my home to having more of these sessions, dialogues, conversation. It is not always, you know, very robust and everybody's so uptight and that kind of thing. You eat your little food, you can talk. I mean, we just had a disagreement with Garvey. I mean, they could fly over and no, not you, somebody. We just learned to work and communicate with each other. And, you know, let us see, you know, where it goes from there, because we need to first hear each other before we look for people to hear us. We want to talk about the message getting to the young people. But we who are supposed to be the messengers, we are not listening to each other. So everything starts, let us look in the mirror and let us say, it is me, I'm responsible. It starts with me. And I think that is a good way to go. And so I'm open, and I'm happy that when I call you, you know, you show up so much. Saiku, of course, we'll be preparing vegan food. And what we will do for the next go round. No, but for the next list, what we will ask is who don't like what. But let me just ask generally, how was the food?
Oh, yes.
Y'all can come back.
So Simona, thank you for having me. I mean, it's short notice, but I came. I wanted to know I was first here.
Put your hands together for the Honorable David Parsons. Parsons Classic.
You know, so, and that's how much I valued in invites. Food was brilliant, nice, the turmeric and ginger and 5-finger drink was very, very lovely. Your American pepper?
Pepper.
Yeah.
So whoever it is, good shout out to the American Guyanese that do the local pepper fancy food. I know how that works.
Added value to the pepper.
Added value. Send it back. And we have to pay tax on it, you know. Yeah, so yes, quite nice. Jeremy was engaging conversation unscripted. Yes. So I think as long as you have unscripted, open, free-flowing conversations, you get the best out of it. It's a start. I did Florida Simona here. Down to where the food we can come. and that's typical of us Guyanese.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you will start to every little initiative in this country is one of the strangest countries in the world. By tonight, Simona will be attacked for not having women.
I don't care about that.
She's the one.
No.
She's here.
Right, I know.
Look, Sister John's going down there too.
People don't say it's an initiative, and this is when
How can we build on it?
Yeah, how do we start it? And that's what happened. We started kicking it our carcasses long before we did it, so we accelerate the decay like that. This year was just impromptu. I didn't know. None of us knew that we would be on live. We knew that we would be invited to lunch. You know what I mean? This morning talked to one called buy some Chinese food or something like that.
Dr. Todd,
ladies, y'all good, y'all the cooks and so y'all did an excellent job, I assume they talk, they go and get to fried chicken and didn't realize 100%.
I understand they would like to see more.
100% homemade.
100% homemade. So thank you, Simona. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you
for sharing your time with me. I came first, so I probably have to leave. I have to leave now, but it's been a pleasure and an honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Dr. Todd.
Well, the food was good. When I left the office, I told my staff I'm going to a very important meeting. I'm the honor to maintain that. So all my staff on that line, thinking that I came out, left them there, did what might be bringing back food for them, came, pulled my belly. You just remember what I said when I left that office. I'm going to an important meeting. Nobody and you still are not an important meeting. To ask me no question in relation to that. So I am glad for this meeting. I'm glad for the dialogue that we have had in this meeting. I'm grateful for the notes that we have taken this meeting, and I know it must be adjourned, and we will pick it up again.
He's securing the adjournment. Oh my God.
That was a wonderful cup of coffee.
You see? Yes, even to the coffee.
Perfect temperature, perfect strength.
Perfect coffee. Ay.
But so thank you very much. And so just let me let you guys know, I didn't get to eat the cook-up because I had meat and vegan. So I had to be satisfied with white rice and stir-fried vegetables, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Right? But
Yes.
Ms. Broomes, I really want to say thank you, because when we were having the discussion before we came, you said to us you wanted to use the opportunity to celebrate this as a man. Because in this society, a lot of men are cowards because they've been beaten down and they've held back.
Yes.
Those who are supposed to be powerful and influential have cowered under circumstances and have taken a back seat, retreated. And so you wanted to give us that strength to let us know that it is okay, it is fine to stand firm and shine, so that the people could get clear. And I really appreciate the encouragement. I know my colleagues too would appreciate this encouragement. So thank you very much for doing this. And I just think that it's something that we can do. You don't have to always invite the same set of people, but it's something that you can do. And just
Talk for yourself, buddy.
Talk for yourself. Talk for yourself.
No.
Hold on, this is public.
Cycle must take lead from our leader. Yes. Our leader didn't send all new people to parliament. There must be some old rookies.
Continuity.
All I'm saying is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seats we have, right? There's some folks who will watch this.
Yeah, we have space. Don't worry. God is great. Yeah.
Mr. Best will be back. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
It was a very, 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 very lovely sitting, the few minutes that I was here. I'm very happy.
Enough time to eat all the food, though.
I'm happy to be sitting across from my good attorney, and Simona has always been encouraging me in my down moments.
support, and to sit here at your table today, to me, means a lot. Because without going into any of the details or any of the calls, people must know that you are true, strong, courageous, supportive, and you say what you mean what you say. I like that.
Thanks.
And to be able to sit here at this table with you today with these good gentlemen that I've known for a while, I'm happy. And I hope this continues.
Yes, definitely.
And I hope
Wherever you're going. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's my folks I have to.
So, viewers, you know, all good things come to a close, according to the attorney. So it can be a next time coming back. I want to thank you, viewers. This is not a fighting moment, and you know, I am happy. Honorable Dr. Todd.
Honorable Dr. Todd.
And I want to thank you. I want to thank God. He's the provider. Odie, Sister John, Amanda, Tyler. Y'all didn't talk about the cake if y'all want cake for Christmas, man. Tyler baked the cake. Oh my gosh.
No, but
This cake was baked here, Tyler. Just bake.
There's a minimum requirements in Guyana for cake, right? Gotta get rum in it, right? It gotta be a month.
They had the tops. Dr. Todd said the cake had the tops.
But I don't know. You gotta be a chemist.
You taste the tops. You taste the tops. You taste the tops. Yes. Yes, and the battery's down too, so we're gonna end this live. I want to thank them for coming. Thank Dr. Campbell, Dr. Todd, Honorable Saiku, Mr. Bess. Listen, thank you to all. And you know, David mentioned something. Every time something good, people are always on the attack. But I want to say to David, I want to say to them, I don't business but their attack. I warn them, you touch not the Lord anointing, because he alone will do what he wants to do. And I'm no coward to people and what they're saying. I just calling on you men. I celebrate the men. I support you. And I say, listen, stand up, be bold, be strong, be honest. Because all of us, we need you, all right? We need you. Guyana needs you. I need you. We need each other. And so that is it. So ciao, Sharon. How are you? To the persons who's going to come after. I noticed Judge was jumping on the live. Shelly, and if you notice.
I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. And while you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear in the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment, and you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up.